Music with Purpose. I'm Lisa Catherine, your host. With me is Sarah Golley. So excited. Enjoy.
Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go hide me in the box. Some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, lock me up, swallow the key. Some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Ignore my thoughts, I'm not a loss. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning. I'm here to set you free. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days this basket we weave together. Some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain. It can hold so many things. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days it's tough, it can withstand the weather. Some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days but strains out all our seas. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go dancing in the rain, some days I go drowning in the sun. Some days I go like a diver caught at the bottom of the ocean floor. Like a diver caught at the bottom of the ocean floor. Take my love like a diver caught at the bottom I have more to give. Ocean floor. Take my love like a diver caught at the I have more to give. It seems like years since we parted. Caught at the I have more to give. It seems like years since we parted. Caught at the I have more to give. It seems like bask in the sun. Caught at the I have more to give. It seems like years since we parted. Don't worry about I can't take your glare on me. But I'm not yours, you see. I'm not yours, you see.
Tuned into Music with Purpose, a show about all kinds of music with all kinds of performances and all kinds of conversations with all kinds of performers about their music. I'm Lisa Catherine, your host, and we're with Sarah Golley.
Hi.
And we got to hear one of your songs, which was really interesting. The name of it was Hide.
Yep.
And I'd like to go right into what we heard, because that was looping, and I'd like you to explain looping.
A lot of people use live looping in their performances. I like to use it very compositionally. So basically, you record little snippets. You record a bass snippet. It's the first one. You record the snippet. That snippet repeats over and over again for that length of time. And then you can layer on top of it. You can have different ones. I like to use different separate loops. So like I'll have one loop that has like 5 layers, and I'll have a second loop that has 2 layers, and I'll have a third loop that has 4 layers, and they're all different. And you can change them. That's what I like to do, and I use a lot of vocals. I come from a very choral, like choir background, so I like to use a lot of vocal harmonies and make them crunchy. and yeah, so that's what that song was. It was all vocal. And it was all me just singing vocals. Even with that one, I didn't use too many effects, just for the percussion. And I just sang a bunch of harmonies, basically.
What I like about number one is really nice to listen to, but also you feel as an audience person that you're part of the creation process.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
The first time I heard someone do that, to me, it was fascinating. I have so much respect, because you have to be able to know what's going on many different levels, and have the foresight to know what you're going to end up with. And I can imagine sometimes you're not sure.
I always tell people it's like choreography. You get good at fixing things on the fly, at least if you're a professional.
Okay, I believe that.
If you're a professional, you figure out how to fix your mistakes on the fly. It's best if you don't make mistakes, but obviously it happens. If you can do it while you're performing and not make it obvious, it's good. As long as you get the first loop, you can do whatever you want. It's like choreography, and I'm a dancer, so I have that background, but it's like you play, and then okay, at this time in the music, I pushed that button. I think of it very musically. It's in beat, right? It's on the beat. I'm changing things on the beat. I'm changing things at certain entrances, and I just know the song, so it becomes very second nature very quickly.
What inspires you to write?
I write a lot of my songs from very personal, emotional issues, and a lot of my songs are written very subconsciously. I do a lot of stream of consciousness, and I usually write music first, and I write the music, and then I'll end up doing a stream of consciousness, and then I'll be like, put them together. A lot of it stems from a lot of really kind of dark places in myself, at least for now. I don't know if I'll always be doing that, because I'm in a much better place now, but at least for this group of songs, it's very, it comes from a very dark place, and a lot of it's very subconscious, and a lot of the times my subconscious is kind of telling me things that I don't know yet. And then later, when I realize it, I look back and I'm like, oh.
Well, that fits right into this little quote that I pulled out from your bio. You use your music to excavate the darkest parts of yourself and spread them on the floor for thoughtful analysis. And it really, when you listen to your music, it's a performance, so you're watching you do that. To me, was I listening to the words and listening to the music that you were creating, but I was watching you really express yourself.
Yeah, I just feel like if you're not going to get into it, why do it, right? I try to get into each song emotionally. It's very cathartic. Like I said, they all come from very personal parts of myself, and so, like I said, my subconscious tells me things I don't necessarily know, and so it kind of makes a new meaning to the songs once I realized that.
Do you ever get into, like, in the middle of a music and have, like, an aha moment?
Yes.
Usually, I can imagine that would
it's
happen.
usually after the fact. I frequently cry when I perform. That happens a lot.
I'm a believer that music is the universal language, and it can heal, and there's political, there's so many meanings and purposes, hence music with purpose, to music, and yours definitely comes from the heart.
Thank you.
And you can feel it.
Thank you.
It's definitely, I've listened to performers and I don't even understand the language, but you can feel the music, and that's, to me, so darn special. It really is, and you have it.
Thank you.
And you're very talented too. I've watched a lot of your your videos. Everything I could find, I was watching, and you talk about the fact that you're not just a songwriter. You're also, you dance. You incorporate dance in with your performers, because you really are a performer.
Yeah.
Because there's many people out there that are great singer-songwriters, and they sing and they write songs and they sing. But you're also a performer, and you incorporate dance and visual arts in your videos.
A little bit of theater.
A lot of theater, which is fun. It really is.
I grew up doing theater in school, basically, and I've done some community theater. I'd like to do some, like, bigger productions, but I've been so focused on my music that I haven't been able to do that yet. But I'd like to go and perform and do some professional shows. I've been dancing since I was 3, and there have been times when I haven't done it for long periods of time, and whenever I don't dance, I'm always like, something's missing, and then I'm like, oh, I'm not dancing. and that's what, even if it's just like Zumba or like, you know what I mean, something to get me moving in a expressive manner. Sometimes I'll take like a contemporary class, or I grew up tapping mostly. But yeah, I just really love dance a lot. And
you were young with dance.
Yeah.
And you said maybe 6?
Yeah,
I
I started piano lessons when I was 6, and I started really singing around 4th grade when I had choir in school. And then I joined a bunch of community choirs. I was taking voice lessons. I was doing like all the regional and national choirs and all, you know. I was a music nerd. I took music theory.
You were a music teacher?
Yes.
Too?
Yes, I went to school. I went to the Hart School for music ed. I went to the Hart School for music ed, and I taught music at a special ed school actually for 4 years, and I really liked it. But I really wanted to focus on my own music, and I found myself too a little exhausted at the end of the day to kind of really focus on that, or to have time during the day to do things or to go travel. And so I'm just trying to focus on what I'm doing right now.
And you're doing that. You have work
It's
to
a lot
prove
of work.
it.
It's a lot of
work
work.
to prove it. I'm looking forward. We're going to get to hear some more music
Yeah.
really soon. One last question, if you don't mind. What's your goals? What are your goals? To travel the world, or?
I would love to be an international touring act. I would love to be at that level. I don't need to be Beyonce. I don't have any goals to be that, nor do I think my music's a little niche. I don't think it's pop, but
Still, you could create
I could create, but I don't necessarily need to be that big. But if I could create a niche audience that just really enjoys it, and we can be a bit of community, and it's great, and they come see me play.
2014 you started, and that's 5 years. You've done a lot. And I'm really looking forward to, tonight, of course, hearing more.
Yeah.
But seeing you out and about in the community and beyond.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for
Thank
being
you for
with
having
us.
me.
I can't wait to hear more music and hear more of you out and about
Thank
all
you.
over the world, hopefully.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
The song is called At a Snail's Pace. Suns, so many suns, and tiny little atoms, and tiny little people, and tiny little hairs on tiny little pores, and tiny little nerves. Maybe I'm the one who could teach you. Maybe I'm the one who could make you change your mind. Maybe I'm the one who could teach you. At least I have to try. understand. I'm not demanding. Please understand. I am only giving. Please understand. I just want you near me. I don't understand. Why can't we just be? I do not need permission to feel. I do not need permission to be. 'Cause I already am. 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 And that which fills my flesh, 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 that fills my flesh, that which fills my flesh, that which fills my flesh with nebulas. And laughter 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 is the point, the whole point. Maybe you're the one who could teach me. Maybe you're the one who could make me see the signs. Maybe you're the one who could teach me. God, I hope you'll try. Please understand. I am not demanding. Please understand. I am not taking. Please understand. I'm not asking. Please understand. I am just waiting.
This one's called Out.
Out of the blue and into the red. I feel so alive, but wish I was dead. Floating above this slippery slope, I turn to you as my only hope. Out of the water and into the sun, I singed my ribs until there were none. Skin tanned and glowing, then burnt to a crisp. I can't see what is there, don't know what this is. tracing your smile in my car, or as we dance unashamed of our scars, as we dance unashamed of our scars, pressed together as a guide to our hearts, our scars pressed together as a guide to our hearts. Out of the mud and into the soil, I lap my first sip from a river that's boiled. So very thirsty, yet too pained to drink. How can I go on to taste better things? To our graves. Weary of first light creeping up my face, till there's creases for eyes, leaving no room for hate. Though the flowers have died purple like the sun, tracing across the sky, just as the day is done. into my ears at a standstill, paralyzed by fear. Well, what do you know? Once this moment has passed, it can't be relived. That ember can't last, sure it circles around. It will return, met with a flame that no longer burns straight out of your lips and into my ears at a standstill, paralyzed by fear. Those monsters are gonna get you. Gonna get you. Fear me, open in heart, broken but unashamed, crawling to make art where the shatters once lay. I can pull my own weight. I'm as strong as an ox, but 12 metric tons of feathers wouldn't need a gigantic box. And there's no way in hell my arms could reach around to carry all of this dead weight I'm expected to carry. But you're fine, just keep swimming with that box on your head, gulping up habits that you knew to be dead. But no, they're just rolling around in their bed, laughing at your existential dread. As you tread, you can feel it in your gut, you can feel it in your chest. And the only explanation that you know is just very stressed. When you're so young, what do you gotta be stressed about? Life's too short.
Thank you, Sarah, so much. It was a pleasure having you with us. Until next time, we hope you have a life full of music, coffee, and peace. Good night.
If I can go into any town and play to maybe, like a room full of people, I'm good. It doesn't have to be like a gigantic stadium or anything.